Hello and welcome to Out of the Darkroom on Adorama TV. I'm Ruth Medjber, and in today's episode I'm going to be chatting about wedding photography gear and post-production styles with Tomasz Kornas. So maybe you could give us an insight into what kind of equipment you use on a typical wedding.
My equipment is very minimal because I want to be in the moment. I want to feel whatever happens on the wedding day. So on a typical wedding day, I use two bodies, which is a Nikon D750s, and I have one 35mm lens attached to one body and 85mm lens to the other body, and that's pretty much what I use on the wedding day.
So if 85mm is your longest lens, you're not a bit far away, or do you skulk around like a little ninja, or how do you work it?
It's exactly a word that I use. It's a ninja. So obviously I can't zoom in and out, so I have to be on my feet pretty much all day, and I'm zooming in with my feet. 85 is good at churches where I can't get close. Especially in the churches where you have to work with the priests. You have to be respectful of where you are, and you have to respect their decisions in what you can and you cannot do in the church. Interestingly, 35mm lens gives an interesting feel to the images. So if I would have to shoot an image with 85 or 35, I would go for 35 because I prefer to get close and get more personal image. It's just how that lens generates an image. And it's actually great because after a while, after so many weddings that I did, I know those lenses inside out, so I know what I'm able to get from them and what sort of a framing I can go for, and at the same time I can go and practice and try different things as well.
I mean, that's what I'm always trying to tell people. It's like, it's not about the gear that you have, it's about how well you know it and you know how to use it. I've been looking through your portfolio and you've got some absolutely incredible lighting. Are you going to tell me that's all natural lighting?
The most of times it is. So any preparations, any churches, any ceremonies, any drink receptions, any creative shots, it's all done with natural light. The only time I will put a flash on is during the speeches and the dancing. The dancing is normally a must for me, but with the speeches, if there's a poor lighting in the venue and I feel that I'm not going to get a nice skin tones on the images, I'm going to put up a flash and I'm going to create something more eye-appealing or just simply more beautiful images.
I love looking at your website, and I can immediately see your style through your imagery and your composition, but also through your post-production. I'm assuming it's a very definite style that you've honed over the years. Maybe if you could tell us a little bit about what you do after the wedding.
The post-production would include a cutting down of the images. So I could take anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 shots on each wedding. So I have to cool that down to anywhere from 600 to 900 images that will be delivered to my couples. So I don't limit myself in a way that my couples only get 200 or 300 images because I'm telling stories. I am not able to tell a story with 200 images. There's too much happening on the wedding day, and I feel the couple needs to get a full, complete story. If it has to take 800 images to tell it, I will include that number of images.
So would you process 800 images?
I would go through every single image that I'm planning to deliver to my couples, and I would make sure that my coloring is applied to every single image. And about my coloring, I love to have warm tones in the image. I just think warm tones are more appealing, and it creates a sense of peace in my photos. 800
photos to me sounds like an immense amount of work, particularly because I hate retouching and I hate all of that kind of stuff. But how many weddings would you shoot? You know, how often do you shoot a wedding?
So I would have anywhere from 1 to 3 weddings a weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, so there is a lot of work in post-production in making sure every wedding looks the way I want it to look. And I suppose, well, it is a lot of work, and you just have to face it. And if I would feel that I would not be able to go through all those images in a time frame, I would not be taking so much work.
And then just one more thing, I mean, on those 800 images, you're not doing a lot of beauty retouching, would you? I mean, would you bring the images into Photoshop and clear skin and things like that?
No, because I do documentary work, and generally speaking, I would leave it up at Lightroom. So I wouldn't go into Photoshop for any alternations or any slimming or any skin smoothing, anything like that. My philosophy about photography is if it's there, it's there. Even if it is something bad or something negative, it's still a part of a day.
I'm with you. I'd be all about the natural, let's see how it exists, documentary style photography. Thank you so much for sharing all your thoughts with me.
No problem, thanks so much. Thanks for having me here.
You're welcome, thank you. That's all we have for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you'd like to watch more videos, then subscribe to the Adorama YouTube channel. If you'd like to brush up on your own photography skills, then check out the Adorama Learning Centre. And if you'd like to leave me a message, then please do so in the comment section below, because I love hearing your feedback. Thanks, and I'll see you again soon.